into my YouTube channel, Jillian Trinkets. On today's episode, I'm going to make a pie. What pie, you ask? The sweet potato pie, the ultimate pie for holiday season, for fall season, and this is the go-to pie to impress your loved ones. I'm going to show you how to make this from scratch, and you're going to have all your friends and family asking for more. So stay tuned, subscribe, and like this video. All right, tonight, I'm making old-fashioned sweet potato pie. I started off earlier with baking my sweet potatoes. They are better if you bake it instead of boil them because it keeps the sweetness of the potatoes inside the dish. So here are my main ingredients for my old-fashioned sweet potato. You need whole milk, you need sugar, brown sugar, flour, salt, 3 eggs at room temperature, a stick of melted butter, apple pie spice. I know it's different, but it's the bomb. Ground nutmeg, pure vanilla, lemon extract, and ground cinnamon. So I'm about to get started on my pies, but I'm using today Marie Callender deep dish pie. Trust me, it's better this way with the deep dish. So here's my ingredient, and I'm about to get started, and also my handy KitchenAid. I need this to mix everything together. Okay, now we're getting started. In my KitchenAid mixer, I'm going to add 2 cups of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, and then I'm going to add my 3 eggs that's at room temperature. And I'm going to add the melted butter. And I'm going to mix this around 10 seconds. All right, as you can see, my mixture mix everything together, and it have a nice caramel, brownish, light brown coloring. I'm going to turn it off for a second. And then I'm going to mix my 2 ingredients together. I'm going to mix my milk, 1 cup of milk, and then I have 6 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to just throw this in here and mix this around. It's going to splash, but I'm going to have like not like a paste, but like a little watery paste. This is going to combine all the ingredients together. All right, so I added the milk, and I added the flour, and I'm just trying to get all the lumps out. And this is going to combine all the ingredients together when I put the sweet potato in the mixer. Just stir it all up. All right, so now I'm going to start scooping in. I'm going to put this onto my sweet potatoes. So I separate them in two cups. You see, it's all mixed it together. Add some more in. Okay, so here goes the second set of sweet potato, and it's all coming together. And after this, I'm going to add the milk and flour mixture. And this is going to make it more thicker. And you're binding all the ingredients together. Okay, now I'm adding the milk and flour. Okay, you can see it's getting thicker. I'm going to add my last milk to it. Splash it out, but that's going to happen. I don't have the protector over it. So now I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So here goes my half a tablespoon of lemon extract. I'm gonna add the salt. This is gonna help combine all the flavors together. So I'm using white salt with this. Now I'm adding a half of teaspoon apple pie spice. I'm telling y'all, this is a secret ingredient. Now, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I just add just a little. All right, the last dry ingredient is going to be a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. While this mixing up for another 30 seconds, I'm about to get my pies ready. All right, just combining everything together. All right, this is combining everything together. Let it beat for another 5 to 10 seconds and we're done mixing. All right, you guys, so now it's time to pour my sweet potato inside of my pie crust. As you can see, look how this looking. It is whipped. When I tell you it's whipped. So you want to make sure everything is whipped accordingly so you won't have bubbles or anything in your pie. So this is the first batch. I want to smooth it over. Look how pretty this is. And I don't put a lot of cinnamon or nutmeg in my pies because I like my pie to be a nice golden orange color. So when you start adding the other ingredients, it make it much darker. All right, I'm pouring the sweet potato mixture in and look at this. Just beautiful. Look at it. I just want to smooth it over, get a nice little round touch to it. Look how whipped this is. Your potato should be looking like this. Your sweet potato should be looking like this. So now it's time to place my sweet potato pies in the oven. This right here is going to be your best friend. This is a pie crust covering. And so what this do is cover your crust for it won't get burnt since you have to put it in the oven for over 45 minutes. You can get this at Amazon or I got this from Home Goods. And this how it look is a silicone pie crust shield. This is gonna be your best friend. Adding the pie to the oven. And the temperature is gonna be according to your oven, for how long you have to cook it for. I'm putting this on for 50 minutes from 350. Push this over to make room. All set. All right, get my pies out the oven, you guys. Push this over, it's hot, hot, hot. Taking it out, as you can see. All right, getting the pies out the oven. Take this off of it. Look how the pie's looking, y'all. Look at this. Look, look, look. Beautiful pie. All right, my pie's out the oven and I have it on this cutting board and I'm gonna let it sit for about 2 hours. So you wanna let it sit and get to room temperature before you cut it. You don't wanna break it apart because it's still hot. Let it cool down and I suggest you wait around 2 hours and get to cutting. And if you want to freeze these, you can freeze these in the freezer about 2 months and they'll be good. So if you over bake and have more left over, then you can also freeze it.